that's a good shot by A.B. de Villiers. He's driven that one for 4 runs. Well played.
Now, we mentioned when de Villiers comes to the crease, he's not a guy who likes to stand back. He likes to be aggressive and positive. And it takes him 3 deliveries to produce a gem of a shot to get off the mark.
He showed his quality, didn't he? He's only just walked to the crease, but he basically knows Mitchell Starc's trying to take the ball away from him.
Whip that away very quickly for 4. That's a beautifully controlled shot.
Almost a collision between the 2 batsmen as they were running through for a single, watching where the ball was going. de Villiers might have done a little bit of damage to his back, but it's nicely played. Just swivels, ball that's dragged down, just helps it on its way.
Oh, that's well played. It's the wrong line from Josh Hazlewood. He knows it. Needed to be really just over about middle stump.
And that's what Steve Smith is suggesting there. Over the back of the helmet is where he wants the delivery bowled. Australia, it surprises me that they're choosing to do this tactic to A.B. de Villiers, because it will give him options to score. Could very well work.
Well, we're in the age of the abandoned third-man fielder. No problem with 4 there. It's interesting, isn't it, Mikey, whether or not you just go on a counter-attack and just say, you know what, if we're out here, we've got the ability to score, we have to look to score. Oh, he really does pick up the ball so quickly. De Villiers has hit that down and through very straight mid-wicket, almost as if he preempted the delivery.
It's a great shot considering there's 2 men in the deep for the false hook shot. He's just hit it in front of square.
Oh, that's maybe the best of them. Wow.
Six for 197. Another brilliant boundary from A.B. de Villiers, and just basically a
That's so well timed, thundered through cover by a fine player who's in good touch. 210 for 6 now, creeping up on the Australians at 243.
What a shot. Just dragged down slightly from Mitchell Marsh, and that is just hit so hard.
You might give it a crack. Very sweet. That's a good shot. Really good.
There's no fear factor for A.B. de Villiers when he plays the shot. He just believes it's as easy a shot to play as the normal conventional sweep. And when there's no man behind square on the offside, he just believes it's a boundary option and executes well.
He's batted beautifully today, A.B. de Villiers. Came in at a time where the ball was reverse swinging, but he's made it look easy.
Ooh, full toss. Don't even think Usman Khawaja saw that.
Bit of a gift for de Villiers, takes him to 49. Wide full toss. And you do feel, as Brendan said, even if it had gone in the direction of Khawaja, you probably would have worn it rather than caught it.
Oh, the full banger as well. Back-to-back boundaries for A.B. de Villiers.
Yeah, brilliant from de Villiers, takes him to 50, giving this innings some real impetus. The 44th 50 in his career, 11th versus Australia, and his 5th in PE. He's got 2100s as well, but it's more important his attitude and momentum that he's given this South African innings. He's been absolutely brilliant. And sometimes you do just get that feeling that he's a cut above.
That's a good shot, more placed. Hit it well.
Yeah, brilliant from de Villiers. He's isolated areas where he feels he can pick up a boundary. And he's looking for balls in the right area to be able to play it away into those vacant gaps. Square of the wicket is one of those options.
Nice shot. Up and over the top. Another boundary for A.B.
It's the highest individual score by a batsman in this test match so far.
Played beautifully in Durban as well during the first innings, AB de Villiers.
Burst through the gloves, and that's gone for 4. All these runs count.
Well, Tim Payne not at his sharpest this morning. He's a bit slow to move for that catch, although it was quite wide and missing a regulation one. It took off a little bit, got to him quicker than he thought, but just not gloving it cleanly.
Oh, there you go. You just get it slightly wrong against de Villiers, and the thing flies to the boundary.
He's hardly missed, has he? The slightest error from the bowler, and it gets dealt with this time through the onside. He's been very strong through that offside. This time, just beautifully played wide of mid-on.
That's well played. Really well played. Right at the top of the ball's bounce. And he just sort of guided it like he was doing runoffs in the morning. 296 for 7.
There's been a couple of reactions from Hazelwood, which is starting to show where the mindset of the Australian bowlers are. A little bit of frustration. There's frustration as de Villiers whipped it through mid-wicket. Frustration again as it's guarded down to third man.
Oh no, it's de Villiers on strike. That's why they're all back. It won't make any difference because he's a bit short. He picks the gap and he roars into the 90s.
Has a very positive mindset, does de Villiers, and he'll be thinking, okay, he's stiff. He's been in the field for the whole day yesterday. Bowled 20 overs. There's a chance I could get a loosener from him. I'm going to latch onto it if I do. It's just a slight drag down. Not too bad delivery, but de Villiers is onto it in a flash, and this brings up the 300 for South Africa.
Is that his 100? Yes, it is. What a 100 from AB de Villiers. He came in with his team in all sorts of strife. He showed all his skill, all his talent. And he's batted his team into a strong position. Well played, AB. It's great to have you back in the Test format and playing like this.
What an innings from AB de Villiers. His 22nd 100 for South Africa. It's his 6th against Australia. He's been out of the game. It's his first 100 for 13 Test matches, and what a way to bring it up as well. He has been the difference between the two sides in this Test match. 18 fours, and he looked in control and in command right at the start. Through the leg side, beautifully hit and over the top. First one we've seen.
That is a shot. I don't think it was that short. I think he created it by going deep and outside off stump. Just picked up the length. Timing.
I think AB de Villiers knew that he was not going to be getting a half volley. So he was back early, outside the off stump early. He knew exactly what shot he wanted to be playing.
Oh, that's beautifully timed. Too short again from Nathan Lyon.
He's around the wicket trying to be more stump to de Villiers to restrict him only scoring leg side. But he's dragged his length down, and the quick feet of de Villiers made the space. Another man goes out on the offside. He's just created that space for himself to free his arms.
Oh, and the response as well. 2 in a row. Beautiful pull shot. Maharaj, he's hit 2 4s and 2 6s.
Always given that tremendous hammer.
Yeah, it's brilliant from de Villiers in this situation. That's why he's looking for anything full enough where he can pick a spot. Just opens up the offside, clears that front foot. The contact was always going to be good. It was whether the placement could beat the man in the fence, and that it did comfortably.
Sony Live. We live to entertain. Download the app.